The third movement of creation is called the alchemical cauldron of intent. Imagine that you have a big cauldron in front of you full of a very thick liquid. Very thick. It's so thick that the spoons that you're putting in with both hands have a difficult time. You have to pull and push in order to get them just to make a mixture there. So basically you start with the hands crossed and holding it in a fist in the first maneuver, and you go, and then you push. The second movement was a movement to produce the galactic heart. The heart of the, what we call the great spirit of the galactic dream. In order to comprehend that, you need a galactic brain. And the galactic brain is formed energetically with the ability to cross over from one hemisphere to another. So we're starting in between, and we're pulling the energy out, and we're pushing the energy in. Right? So, as to form the bridges, the necessary momentum in the bridges between the corpus callosum, the nerve network between the hemispheres. We want to get them to bridge rather than to remain distinct. We want to produce an alternating current. One thing is that the brain guides the movements of your body, but your hands can guide the movements of your brain. If you utilize this, what these movements are for, to be able to guide the movements of the brain. These are like the non-doings that Don Juan talked about. These are getting the body to respond, particularly the brain, to respond to movements rather than the brain to maneuver the body. That's the difference between the first attention and the second attention. The first attention is the brain moving the body. The second attention is the body or forces that you create are moving the brain. So, to demonstrate it once again, it goes like this. Now you notice when you do it one time, it's a complete equal arc. But when you do it the second time, there's one short field and there's one long field, right? So that's the way it sort of goes, I guess. So watch again. Right. So you notice this arm was a little bit shorter than this arm in the movement. That's okay. Don't worry about that. That's the way it works. So,
do you alternate that afterwards, or is it always at once?
You do that 7 times, and these are 2 major movements. So there are some minor movements that, in order to make into a major movement, you do 13 times. Well, we'll get into that. The next movement could be considered a minor movement.